I was just at the gym and I kept thinking about something that I saw, and I couldn't stay at the gym anymore. I did my half hour and I didn't even complete my hour, and I walked out because something about me is every night before I go to bed, this is story time by me. Every time before I go to bed, I usually watch like an adult cartoon like Bob's Burgers, Family Guy, King of the Hill, Rick and Morty. You catch my drift, like those type of cartoons. You don't really get to think when you watch them. Like there's jokes in there, you get it, but like you don't have to like think. You're just unwinding from the day, not thinking about all the things that you experienced through the day or the past or whatever, and not like worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow and blah blah blah. So I've watched pretty much all the King of the Hill cartoon series or whatever you call it. But the other night I saw an episode and I remember it, but I don't remember it vaguely. So I started watching it, and I guess like the character Hank Hill needed to find someone to hire for wherever he worked at. So he didn't hire a woman because I don't know why, but then he ended up hiring this guy who knew how to bullshit his way into things. But the guy had a major drug problem, and Hank tried to fire him. And then these people stepped in and they said, you can't fire him because he's getting rehab and blah, blah, blah. And then the whole cartoon, that episode was about this guy with this drug addiction. And it just made me realize about all the people that I have faced in my life that had drug addictions, alcohol addictions, things like that. I mean, I've been through a lot of shit, and I've seen a lot of things that, I shouldn't see, but, that's life. We grow up, we learn, we see things, and we learn not to do those or whatever. So I seriously think I have PTSD because no matter how much you try to help someone who is in that state of mind, they don't want to listen. They start to look at you as if you're the enemy and you're really trying to help them, and you're the one being honest with them saying, hey, blah, 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 and they don't want to listen. So you just become the enemy. And it hurts. It becomes traumatizing to the person that's trying to help the person who's facing these problems, and they don't want to listen, and they can't look at their reflection. And I get it. Most of these people either have mental imbalance, or they've had a rough childhood, or things that happened to them that traumatized them or gave them PTSD. So they find other outlets to numb the pain so that they don't have to face it, but they don't realize all the people that they're hurting along with it. And for those of you who were addicts and recovered and are doing well, I praise you. And for those who are struggling with it, I hope that the universe and God guides you into a better state of mind and a healthier you and a healthier life. But a lot of you guys need to understand, if you are having an addiction problem, that you need to understand that you're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting the others around you. And it really does become heavy on those people around you. And it becomes one of those things, how far will you go? What will you do? What will it take in order to get like your fix? But if you could take that energy that takes you however to get your fix, if you could, and alcohol too, if you can take that same amount of energy and put it into getting help and into getting rehab and to clearing your mind, eating healthier, exercising, balancing yourself, balancing your chakras, doing yoga, going on walking meditation, counseling, whatever it may take, if you could take that energy and put it into that, things would be easier. And I know I can't speak from someone who'd never had an addiction like that, but at the same time, like, I've faced many people and dealt with many people who had that problem. And let me tell you what, it's very, very, very difficult. I had to share this because it's been bugging me for like 2 or 3 days. And I just, I know it's a cartoon, but like it actually had real life instances and real life things like that. And I don't know what else to say. I just hope that everything works out for anyone dealing with anything like that, or anything in general that's hard.